again on the chase. Blocks him off the backboard. Oh, showtime. Oh, he slammed it down. Hito rises. Another three from Hillel. I can't believe what I'm seeing.
We got to really quick 1 minute, run to the booth.
What?
Quick 1 minute, run to the booth, get heads down, start calling.
Well, there's a commercial break between.
Like a minute, yeah, quick for us to run to the booth, that's that.
Welcome into our coverage of Tier 1 qualifiers. I'm Jared Kinchis alongside Zachary Siklik. We're here with the pregame show sponsored by NCSY Summer, NCSY Best Summer Ever. Zach, we're here for Eitan Crown versus Hillel, the 9 versus the 8. What are the keys to the game for each team?
For Eitan Crown, it's feeding Oakner the ball, as well as playing as a round started 5. We spoke to the coach pregame. He spoke about how it's a college court, not high school, and fatigue will be a tested question here. So as long as they can keep the pace of play straight.
Yeah, and then for Hillel, they're led by their senior guard, Eli Braha. He's the key factor. He's a 1,000-point scorer in Yeshiva League play. They got to get him going if they want to come and probably play Eula in the second round, the heavy favorite, the number 1 seed. But Hillel played them really close earlier in the year in the Memphis tournament. I think both teams could give Eula a real fight. What do you think?
For sure. Especially keep an eye out for Hillel. They played them well in the Memphis tournament, as you mentioned. But also keeping Tyron the ball. Tyron's a big guy who knows how to shoot threes. If he can light up the score and he hits, there'll be a tough matchup for Eitan to stop.
Exactly. Let's head to commercial, and we're going to bring you coverage of Tier 1 in about 1 minute. Let's get to it.
Bravo, Dead Caravana here, assistant director at the amazing Keb Seneca Lake. When you send your child here, you're getting the best athletics, delicious food, incredible staff, and amazing night activities. But don't take my word for it. If you want your child to have an amazing Shabbat experience filled with learning and ruach, stop on by, visit our camp, and let's make summer 2025 the best one yet. See you there.
And we're ready to start here, Tier 1 qualifiers. Eitan Crown Aces, Hillel Heat, starting lineups presented by Yeshiva University of Admissions. As you start your college journey, make sure you visit us online to check out all the great events and opportunities we have for YU students. For the Eitan Crown Aces, it's Judah Well, Ezra Komrov, Avi Meyer, Aiden Mishkin, and of course their senior star, Avi Oakner. For the Hillel Heat, Bobby Segura, Bruce Epstein, Liad Terran, Joey Casson, and of course their senior star, Eli Braha. Got to get Braha going for the Heat if they want to win this one.
It's going to be a great game, an 8-9 battle. It's always the most competitive game, and we're looking to see maybe could Eitan Crown, coming from Chicago on a short night rest, upset Hillel early on.
Both teams had really good regular season records, but didn't do so well in their playoffs. Eitan Crown early exit in sectionals, and the Hillel Heat early exit against North Shore in the quarterfinals after posting a really solid 11-3 regular season record.
Yeah, Hillel had a great run at the end of the season, had big wins against SAR and Frisch, and they'll be looking to ride that momentum, that regular season momentum, into this game versus Eitan Crown.
Eitan Crown's momentum, before they lost in their sectional game, they were on a 5-game winning streak. They also have some momentum as we get ready to start this one. For the tip-off, it is Oakner and Segura. Eitan Crown in blue, Hillel in white. Tip is won by the Hillel Heat. It's Casson with it. Swings it over to the left side. It's Terran to the right wing. Driving in, shot, good. Quick bucket there, Bruce Epstein.
As Ida stepped over the line there, so it's a turnover for them Hillel ball. It's nice to see Hillel moving the ball in the man-to-man. They'll have to set more off-ball screens and work on the backdoor cuts in order to beat this tight man by Ida Crown.
Inbound there. Right wing, it's Casson. Drive. Floater no good. Rebounded by Hillel. Hillel aggressive early on. Swings over, it's Taryn.
Yeah, in an 8-9 game, those second chance opportunities are going to be what wins and loses the game.
Good backdoor pass. Shot is blocked. And here comes number 5, Judah Well for the Ida Crown Aces, as they'll pass half court for the first time 45 seconds into the game. In the left corner.
Hill also is running a strong man-to-man here. Now they're in a 2-3 zone, but look to exploit the high post here and play inside out.
Off the screen, inside, great find. Shot is good. Aiden Michigan puts it in, and we're tied up at 2 early on. Good trap defense here by Ida Crown. Hill under a lot of pressure, got to get it over. Oh, what a find! Wide open, layup is good. Easy, quick points there. Joey Casson on the layup.
It's interesting to point out that in previous years, Yeshiva League teams have a disadvantage as there was no shot clock, but this year, the shot clock was implemented in Yeshiva League, so now Hillel knows how to play with it.
Exactly. Right corner. It's the big man inside. Shot. Wow, great finish. Avi Oakner. Epstein with it. Swings the left side. Deep triple. Good! What a shot there. Eli Braha getting going. Hillel leads at 7-4.
You could see he's their best player, confident to shoot the ball from anywhere. They got to keep on feeding him.
Another turnover by Ida Crown. That's too early here. And Casson will bring it up the floor. Guarded by Judah Well. Swings the left side. To Epstein inside there. It's Terran. Terran spin. Blocked shot. It's Avi Oakner all over the place. Well up the court. Swings it back. Inside. Nice shot. Aiden Michigan with 4 points early on. There's the trap from Ida Crown. And we have a walk. Eli Braha, great defense there. Michigan and Meyer. Good trap there.
I'm excited to see this matchup of Braha versus Oakner, two of the best players in this Sarachek tournament. And it's good to see them squaring up early on, going bucket for bucket.
And here it's Well at the top of the key. Swings the left side. Inside. Great ball movement by Ida Crown. Layup won't go. Rebounded. Michigan no good. Oakner can't get the board. And Hillel, it's off Oakner's foot. And Hillel will bring it down the floor. Ida Crown staying in this trap defense. Full court press. And they get it in here to number 3, Joey Casson. And another turnover. Judah Well with the steal. 2-on-1. The layup. Got it. Judah Well with another bucket. Ida Crown leads at 8-7. Ida Crown playing really well in this full court press. Epstein driving. Kicks it. Drive. Great take and one. Great take there by Segura, and he'll head to the line for one to make it a 3-point play.
In order for Hillel to really take advantage of the press and of the college court, they're going to have to be able to break this press better. Right now, Ida Crown is doing a very good job at keeping them up close and tight and causing a couple of early turnovers in this game.
And Casson will take a seat. In comes Abraham Tobias, the 6'2 junior. Free throw, good. And then comes Rishti for Segura. And up the floor comes Judah Well. I'd like to thank Como Pizza for sponsoring. Come down to Como Pizza for some great pizza, pasta, salads, and even awesome breakfast options. They'll be streaming the games in store, making it a great place to watch the games and enjoy while you eat. as up the floor comes Braha. Driving. Swings it back to the top of the key. It's Rishdi. 20 seconds on the shot clock. Stolen away. Oakner. Great defense. Up the floor is Komrov. Left corner back inside. Great ball movement here by the Aces. Shot. No good. In and out. Up the floor comes Epstein. Kicks it right side. It's Rishdi. Back to Epstein. Epstein will take his time, guarded by Komrov. Swings it. Open triple. No good. Rebounded. Komrov will give it to Well. Both teams playing solid pacing, good possessions, just turning the ball over on both sides too much. Is a great back in, and the shot is good. Avi Meyer.
Back with his strong press, but Hillel breaks it easily over here.
See if Ida Crown stays in the press, because they got a few good turnovers off it in the early few minutes. But that one, they got right through it, and now it's Terran guarded inside. Takes it, Rishdi, fakes the three, drives in, pass inside, layup is good. Abraham Tobias with the layup, even scoring across both teams. Although Bra is a triple, he hasn't done much else in terms of scoring. Expect him to get going if Hillel wants to maintain this lead.
I like the movement that both teams are putting in, trying to find the open shot. Instead of standing still, they're working to the ball to get those open looks.
The three no good by Well, and the rebound by Terran. Epstein with it for Hillel. Pulls up from the elbow, shot no good, rebounded by Hillel. Another offensive board. They've been aggressive on the glass. There's Epstein, a triple, no good again. Another good fight, and Ida Crown will take over.
As Ida Crown, after last year, they had a very strong run before losing in the semifinals. For someone like Hillel, it's their first time back here in a few years. Do you think there's any pressure that comes into that for them?
Yeah, I think Ida Crown, a lot said about them not playing so well in Tier 1 games, but so far they've definitely held their own. It looks like it's going to be a good fight. Tight game, both teams balanced in scoring, just turning the ball over on both sides a little too much. Probably the coaches are not happy about that, I would imagine, as it's off Hillel.
This 2-3 zone is starting to cause some issues for Ida Crown. They haven't had a possession bucket in a while. They've had some good looks, just nothing's falling for them right now.
Skip pass there. Good look. Pump fake, and we got a walk. Too many steps there, Avi Meyer. Inbound. Here comes Tobias. Gives it to Braha. Keep saying his name. 1,000-point score already in December in the Yeshiva League in his Yeshiva League career for the Hillel Heat. Kicks it to the corner. Tobias with it. Top of the key. Segura over to Bra on the right side. Guarded tightly by Michigan, a sophomore. Ida Crown has a lot of sophomores who get big minutes for them. Braha. Cross and knocks it down. Great shot, Eli Braha.
Building on what you just said, Ida Crown is a much younger team than Hillel. Hillel is full of upperclassmen, juniors, and seniors. Ida Crown has 1 starters, and their first 2 guys off the bench are sophomores. So look for them to grow and develop over these next couple of years.
Oh, that guy's not a sophomore. That's Avi Oakner. He's a senior, and he's been here in Sarachek for 4 years now, I think, and he's gotten big minutes all 4 years. He's a big player for them. Hillel leads at 14-12 with just under a minute to go left in the first quarter. Braha with it at the top of the key, swings the left side. Drive, layup won't go, but he's fouled.
Very clean game when it comes to fouls. There's only been 2 in the first quarter, and both of them were from Ida Crown. No one's in foul trouble, nothing to worry about there, so the coaches don't have to worry about subbing out their best players early on.
After the first half, make sure to stay tuned for the Camp Step It Up halftime show. First free throw, no good. Segura can't knock down the first one as Terran checks back in. Second free throw is good. Sends leads to 3 for the Hillel Heat. the floor comes Eitan Michigan. And Judah Well with it. Back to Michigan. Back to Well. Oh, dangerous pass inside. Layup. Good. Number 20, Avi Meyer. Broad guarded full court here by Michigan. Broad just crosses half court. 25 seconds left to go. Keep an eye on the shot clock. It's just about 1 second ahead of the game clock. Broad's in to try and milk down the clock. Probably hold for one here. Kicks it right side to Casson, back to Bra. Bra now looks to drive. Pull up three, no good, and that one's out of bounds. So 3.5 seconds left for Ida Crown.
The sixth defender, something that's talked about a lot during the YU games. Not so many gyms have those legs coming up from the ceiling. Look for that to be a factor later on from the corners.
Oh, deep pass. Oh, he's got him. Oh. Good idea there by Ida Crown, and the full court shot, no good. And stay tuned for the second quarter coming soon.
Story with French fries.
The rules of glass utensils.
What's the story with going to a non-kosher sushi restaurant?
I use a dairy blender to make a carved cake to serve at a meat meal.
Hi, I'm Morel. I'm a lower girl division head. I have been at Camp Seneca Lake for 4 years now. I love all the fun activities and attractions we have for all the kids. We have ropes with a zip line. We have lake with boating and whippets to climb on. We have ATVing for the kids to drive with their friends and have fun. We have paintballing where they get to get their energy out on their friends and just have a good time.
Every night ends with a special night activity. The night activities range from paint dodgeball to shaving cream fight, cake wars, boy girls sing, and free run dress.
We hope to see you in Camp Seneca Lake 2025.
Second quarter action. Hillel Heat lead at 15-14 over the Ida Crown Aces here in this 8-9 matchup.
Good first quarter of basketball. It's a 1-point game. Hillel 15, Aces 14. For all you guys just joining us, Hillel is white as the 8 seed. Ida is blue as the darkest. The 9 seed. Good game, even playing. Let's hope for a good second quarter.
And the inbound comes to Eitan Michigan for Ida Crown. Swings the right side. Robinson back to Michigan. Waits at the top of the key, guarded by Braun.
It seems
post.
It seems Hillel is playing a very tight 2-3 zone where they're basically having a man while maintaining their 2-3 zone. For Ida, this will be a challenge, and the only way for them to really break this is by going high post and then playing down low from there when the middle guy comes up.
Got to get Oakner at the high post. Inside, floater, good. Michigan playing big here for Ida Crown as they lead it by 1. Braha gives it to Epstein. Epstein guarded by Michigan as he crosses. And now here's Robinson guarding. Swings it to the high post. It's Terran. Terran, shot is good. Liad Terran gives Hillel the heat. Hillel the lead as they lead by 1. Back and forth we go.
The X factor for Hillel.
Michigan kicks it to the corner, Oakner. Oakner is a good three-point shooter. Top of the key, it's Well. Well will try a triple. No good. Rebounded by Hillel. It's Segura. Segura comes up with it. Epstein. Down the floor. He'll drive. No. And offensive foul. Great job by Ida Crown. Transition defense.
It's good to see that even though they're from Chicago, they have a whole fan base coming with them. They have a whole section filled up behind their bench. Hillel, on the other hand, doesn't have too many fans here right now.
Makes it tough when you have the opposing team having a whole crowd. It's the advantage a lot of the times for the local teams, but here it's the reverse effect. Ida Crown all the way from Chicago, like you said, bringing a huge crowd. Right side. Komrov back to Well inside. Great movement by Ida Crown. Layup no good. Second chance also no good. It looked like we got a foul on the right side. And 2 free throws coming up for Avi Oakner. First free throw from Oakner. Good.
Hillel right now struggling from deep, only 4 of 14. If they want to pull ahead of Eitan and take a command and into halftime, they're going to have to be better from behind the arc.
Yeah, Ida Crown on the other end, they're 4 for 9 from deep. Not a bad percentage as Oakner ties it up at 17 with 6:39 left in the second quarter. Second free throw is up and good. Ida Crown with the lead. Back and forth we go. Epstein inbounds to Bra. Back to Epstein. There's the Ida Crown trap over the timeline. It's Braha. Braha back to Epstein. Top of the key, Braha. Epstein drives again, pulls back, shot won't go. Rebounded by number 15, Danny Nallo. Sorry, wrong. Aiden Itzhaki. Inside Meyer, good find. Backs in, shot won't go. Rebounded by Epstein. Kicks it, Casson. Drive, floater, no good. Rebounded Oakner. Gives it over to Komrov. He'll take it up the floor. Timeout, Ida Crown. NCSY Summer is the premier summer trip provider for Jewish teens across the world with over 20+ programs spanning the U.S., Israel, and Europe. NCSY Summer can find something for you. Visit summer.ncsy.org to learn more.
This first half of play has been a strong one so far. Ida Crown having a 1-point lead with just under 6 minutes to go in the half. Both teams are playing a tight man. However, Hillel is playing a lot more aggressive when it comes to coming to the three-point line than Ida. Ida's more of giving Hillel the deep threes, but Hillel is making sure Ida can't get any open looks from deep. How do you think that'll affect the later part of the game?
Yeah, I think three-point shooting and big shot making is a key as we go. But also one thing to keep in mind is Hillel's +7 right now in the rebound category. Ida Crown's got to box out and be more aggressive on the boards to keep that number down. Second chance points way too often for the Hillel Heat.
Yeah, second chance points are what wins and loses games, especially in March when teams are after a long and grueling season, they might get a little tired. You want to make sure that you box out and don't give opportunities for momentum. It's also interesting to point, as Jonathan Rich, the coach of Ida Crown, pointed out, it's a different size court for these teams. They're not used to playing on a college-sized court. So I wonder if the over-aggression on defense of Hillel or the stronger box out is going to come to haunt them if they get tired later on in the game. Something to look out for.
Definitely. Komrov will take it up the floor for Ida Crown. Drives right, inside it's Meyer. They play him at the post and not their star, Oakner, who's just hanging out in the corner. Face guarded by Segura inside. That one's tipped away, and Braha comes up with it. Full court pass, gets it through somehow to Casson as he'll regroup at the top of the key. Kicks it right side. That's an open triple. Segura will take it. No good. Rebounded by Meyer. Gives it over to Well. Well will take it up the floor, and he's picked up by Eli Braha. Well drives. Kicks it to the corner. It's Hockey. Top of the key now, Meyer. Meyer drives, kicks corner, stolen away by Braha. Good defense, full court pass down to Casson. Layup is good. And Hillel regains the lead. We just keep going back and forth with 4:50 left to go. Their sophomore, it's Hockey. He's with it at the top of the key. Working on the trap there, Segura and Casson. Casson comes away with an easy steal, and the layup is good. Casson with 4 straight points in less than 20 seconds. Great job by Hillel in the half-court defense.
It looks like now they're switching to a 1-3-1, something that they do on occasion to help cause turnovers when they're...
And there's another great steal. Braha, too easy. Layup is good.
Yeah, this
back-to-back steals and buckets for the Hillel Heat as they lead 23-18 with 4:10 left to go.
Yeah, this 1-3 zone is giving Ida Crown issues. They're going to have to look to the corners more as they do here. A good shot.
Exactly like you said, it's a good take. Just can't fall as the rebounded there. And stoppage of play. Segura's all right. Oakner checks him out.
Great sportsmanship right there by Oakner.
And Casson takes a seat after a great stretch for him there. Good hard defense, finishing at the bucket. Really good stretch here for the Heat the past minute and a half. Braha will inbound for Hillel.
I would like to see more inside looks for Hillel versus shooting the good three. Look for a great look on the inside, especially on this man-to-man with the backdoor cuts and the off-ball screens.
Look to get them more involved with Terran there, the guy with the ball right now. As he drives, kicks to the left side, it's Epstein. Epstein, Segura, open look, decides to take it in. Nice shot. Segura, 25-18, Hillel Heat lead it. Inside, Meyer. Meyer takes it off glass, no good. Braha with the rebound. He's trapped, and he gets it back. His help, and he's fouled.
That shot looked a little rushed. After having a couple of turnovers, Heidekraut looked like they forced a shot to try and get points back on the board. They just got to play this game slow. There's a lot of time left. They're only down 7. Start with one stop and then get a basket, and it's back to a 2-possession game.
And Braha will inbound here to Epstein. He's picked up by Komrov, swings over to Terran. Inside. Floater, good.
I like the inside play. It's the way to beat a man-to-man, get them tired, get them moving.
Tobias with a few buckets here in this first half. Here's Well. Haida trails by 9. Inside, there's Oakner. They got to get him going more if they want to have a chance. That looks like way too many steps. Avi Oakner travels, and Hill will take over again. We would like to thank Chopsticks for being a proud Max Live sponsor. For the best Chinese food in Teaneck, you've got to go to Chopsticks. Head to chopsticksusa.com to order online. The link is in the description of this video. And here's Eitan in their trap again. Rog breaks it easily. Deep pass, tipped, and going down the other way. Eitan will regain. And quick check in there. Meyer takes a seat. Swings it to Well.
Hillel all of a sudden has a 9-point lead now. Their defense has been stifling so far.
Yeah, off the screen, kicks it, corner. Well at an open look, decided not to take it. Great defense by Hillel. Inside, Oakner, step back 2, blocked, no good. And Braha will take it down the floor. 2:25 left to go in this first half. Braha kicks it to the corner, that's a triple. Terran, no good. Rebounded by Well. Gives it over back to Well as he'll take it over the timeline. To the high post, it's Meyer. Oh, good look, but it's just poked away.
Eitan got to control the ball better.
It's off Eitan.
You got to make sure that they're getting the best looks and not forcing anything. I know they're getting flustered as the lead's growing and growing slowly, but got to stay calm and patient. Work your offense that you've been doing all year and look for the open shot.
Casson with it. Make sure to stay tuned at halftime for the Cam Step It Up halftime show. And coming up in just a minute and 45 seconds. Inside, and it's off foot of Tzchaki, I think, for Eitan. Braha will inbound. Gets it in to Segura, who's in the right corner, guarded by Oakner. Swings it back to the top of the key. It's Casson. He'll Heat hold the 9-point lead with 1:40 left to go. Segura back to Casson. Just 6 left on the shot clock. Terran, good drive. The take. The layup is good. Hill Heat, first time their lead extends to double digits, and it's an 11-point lead with 1:25 left to go. Timeout, Eitan. And let's head to commercial break. Well will inbound here with 1:24 left to go in this first half. Hill Heat lead it 29-18.
Eitan's got to be able to bring this game within 5 or 6 before halftime. so they could have a confidence booster coming back out.
Back to the post, it's Meyer. To the corner, Meyer now shot from the line is good.
That's a good start.
Cuts the lead to 9. Braha guarded full court here by Michigan, but Braha takes it too easy. Oh, layup won't go, but he was fouled. I think that's going to be 2 at the line. The Ida Crown fans didn't like that one.
That was Oakner's second foul. I assume we'll let him play. There's only a minute left in the half, but it's good to watch it. It's good to know that there's only 5 fouls per player. So if Oakner picks up his third, the rest of the half or beginning of the third quarter, might be coming out for a little bit so he doesn't get thrown out after 5.
Braha sinks the first free throw. Second one good as well. Heat lead back to 11. And Well, junior guard, will take it up the floor. Left side, it's Komrov. Back to Well. Corner, it's Michigan. Foul's called.
Not necessary. So far out, head positioning. Just keep your hands up and slide.
And Well will inbound under the hoop. 41 seconds left. 11-point lead.
Shot clock reset.
Back to the corner, open 3. No good. Rebound by Hillel. Coming up with it was Tobias. He's been a quiet contributor, not getting as much notice, but he has a few points and a few key rebounds for Hillel. As Braha slows it down, no shot clock as 20 seconds left to go. Open man, it was Casson, but the shot no good by Braha. Rebounded again by Hillel. Like we said, the offensive rebounds coming up huge for the Hillel Heat with 7 seconds left to go. Casson drives, floater, he was fouled with 3.9 seconds left in the first half.
Great take by Casson. He had someone open in the corner, he looked, but he decided to take it himself. Smarter play. You're hitting your shots on the inside. Outside struggling right now. Great attack the basket. And that's a third foul on Oakner.
Like you said, they got to keep him under control if they want to have him in the late comings, if they want to try and make a comeback.
Coach Rich cannot be too happy about that foul.
And he sinks both as the lead is extended to 13 now to Stolen. Braha with a chance. Oh! Great defense to stop the second half as we head it to our sideline reporter. Aaron Reese is going to try and get a word with Coach Zvi Goldberg of the Hillel Heat. Let's send it down to Reese.
Coach, you really pulled away towards the end of the first quarter. What have you seen from your team so far?
The defensive intensity is where it's supposed to be. That's what we feed off of, our defensive intensity. You guys are doing a really good job. Took us a while to get going, but once we got going, it worked.
Yeah, we've seen many defenses so far. We've seen a 1-3-1. We've seen a zone. What do you have to say about that?
Like to keep the other team guessing, so we keep shifting, just switching it back and forth.
Thank you.
And we will send it to the Camp Step It Up halftime show. We'll be back soon.
And I fell in love with basketball when I was 12 years old. Well, let me take you back to the beginning of Step It Up. A kid with hoop dreams. In 7th grade, played middle school ball, played high school ball. I wanted to be a Division I player. My friends were cynical about it. My teachers at school, my head of school. The dream became a reality. And as a little kid from Boca Raton, Florida, I ended up finding myself at Madison Square Garden. That only fueled more and more and the dream became bigger. I transferred to Brandeis University in Boston, where I played 2 more years before moving to Israel, playing a year of pro ball. And at 25 years old, 2 years later, I started stepping up. At the time, a basketball private training company. Remember the first session I ran, I was driving home and I just had goosebumps. I felt something. I said, this is it. And from that private training session, we grew more private trainings in a day camp where kids got better in a 5-day program. So I said to myself, if kids are getting better in an hour and getting better in a week, let's start a sleepaway camp. Let's take them for 6 to 8 weeks. You can make a real shift in their mind, a shift in their soul and their perspective. And that's what we did. I sit here with you 12 years later in 2023. We started with 1 kid in 2009. This summer, we're fortunate enough to host over 430 campers from 20 states and 10 countries. When I first started Step It Up, the intention was to run a high-end skill development camp. Little did I know, it would evolve into a life skills camp disguised as a basketball camp, whose core principles are the same principles that I not only grew up on, but still live by to this day. Open heart, open mind. If you come in with the right attitude and you open your heart and mind, we can make tremendous progress. Attention to detail, on the court and off. Live passionately, because what else is there? The way you do anything is the way you do everything. Whatever you choose to do in life, do it all the way. Action above all. Don't talk about it, be about it. Experiences over materialism. It lasts much longer, and it's more real. Good breeds good. Be good to yourself, and be good to one another. Game speed, game like. We train with a focus and intensity on the court, which turns practice into a game, and the game into a practice. We work hard, we play hard, we step it up. These principles are beyond basketball. We use basketball as a vehicle for growth and success. And the results, well, they speak for themselves. Countless number of middle school and high school MVPs. Over 60 college players, Division 1, 2, and 3. Professional players, national team players, a EuroLeague Rookie of the Year, an NBA draft pick, and over 5,000 families, all of whom have stepped it up. We have a love for the game, timeless principles that guide us, a state-of-the-art campus, engaged coaches. We have the results. The choice is simple. It's time to step it up. My name is Yosef and I fell in love with basketball when I was 12 years old. Well, let me take you back to the beginning of Step It Up. A kid with hoop dreams. I wanted to be a Division I player. The dream became a reality. I ended up finding myself at Madison Square Garden. I ended up playing 2 years Division I basketball at Hofstra before transferring to Brandeis University in Boston, before moving to Israel, playing a year of pro ball. And at 25 years old, 2 years later, I started stepping up. At the time, a basketball private training company. So I said to myself, if kids are getting better in an hour and getting better in a week, let's start a sleepaway camp. You can make a real shift in their mind, a shift in their soul and their perspective. We started with 1 kid in 2009. This summer, we're fortunate enough to host over 430 campers from 20 states and 10 countries. We train with a focus and intensity on the court, which turns practice into a game and the game into a practice. We use basketball as a vehicle for growth and success. And the results, well, they speak for themselves. Over 60 college players, Division 1, 2, and 3. Professional players, national team players, a EuroLeague Rookie of the Year, an NBA draft pick, and over 5,000 families, all of whom have stepped it up. We have a love for the game, timeless principles that guide us, a state-of-the-art campus, engaged coaches, we have the results. The choice is simple. It's time to step it up.
And here we are for the halftime show. Our halftime show is brought to you by Camp Step It Up, located in upstate New York, with busing provided to and from camp. Camp Step It Up was founded by Yogev Verdugo, a former D1 college basketball player. It is the most proven Shomer Shabbos basketball camp in the world, featuring 26 current Sarachek players and over 400 past Sarachek players, as well as YU and Stern College stars over the past 12 years. There are programs for boys and girls grades 4 through 12, including 1 to 7 week options in both the U.S. and Israel. There are 3 minyanim per day, learning groups, and the camp rabbi. Past campers include many Yeshiva League MVPs, over 70 college players, dozens of professional and National League players, a Euro League Rookie of the Year, and an NBA draft pick. Additionally, Liad Terran of the Hillel Heat, who's playing in today's game, is a Camp Step It Up camper. Check for online for more information, time-to-step-it-up.com. Email the camp office at office@campstepitup.com or call 888-600-0908 for more information. As we head back in 1.5 minutes for the second half, the Hillel Heat on top by 13. Let's head to Aaron Reese with Coach Rich for an interview.
Coach, it's obviously a very close game at the end of the first half. How would you assess your team's performance so far?
Yeah, I don't think it's a close game, actually. I think we're down big, so I'm not particularly pleased. You know what? The first half of an open game of a tournament can obviously be tricky. The part that I'm just disappointed with is our lack of energy. You know, we usually play with a lot of passion and heart, and we talk a lot out there. And for unclear reasons, we haven't been doing that in the first half. So we regrouped in the locker room. We reminded ourselves of, you know, how we've been successful. That's just playing with heart and playing for one another and playing team aces basketball. If we do that, hopefully we can chip away, get back in this game, and see what happens.
Thank you.
And as we finish up our Camp Step Up halftime show, what are the keys for Eitan Crown to get back into this one as they trail by 13?
Just got to keep throwing the ball to Oakner. He only has 6 points right now. He has 5 rebounds, though, including 3 offensive boards, 2 assists, a steal, 2 blocks. He's got to just keep on playing well. Also, Michigan and Mayer each have 6 points for them, so they've been a balanced attack. Look for more from Oakner on the inside. For Hillel Heat, Braha leads with 9, along with 3 rebounds, 2 assists, 4 steals, and 1 block. Look for his aggression to keep up. And then they also have Caston, who has 8, most of those coming off of great defensive possessions that lead to a fast break layup.
Yeah, Braha's intensity has been all over on defense. Obviously on offense, he's their key scorer as we get ready for second half action. If you want to receive Sarachek news and updates, get close game alerts, join our WhatsApp group. The link is in the description of this video. All Sarachek games which are played at YU will be broadcast on MaxLive.com and the MaxLive YouTube channel. Subscribe to MaxLive on YouTube and turn on notifications so you'll miss a single Sarachek broadcast or moment.
Look for Epstein to keep facilitating. He also has 4 assists leading the game so far. Keep an eye out for him feeding the open guy.
And there's Braha. He's been the key for Hillel so far. There's the trap by Ida. Hopefully they'll bring more intensity. Like Coach Rich said, the three-pointer won't go. Rebounded by Oakner. He'll give it to Meyer. Meyer gives it over to Ezra Komrov.
Hillel staying in there tight man-to-man.
Braha will pick him up, swings it right side. It's Michigan inside to Meyer. Meyer's with it, kicks it back to the top of the key. And looks like an offensive foul, a defensive foul off ball, by number 3, Casson.
I'm very confused that they're keeping Oakner in the corners and not putting him at the post to get touches and start scoring more points. Interesting to keep to watch the rest of the game.
As the inbound goes to Oakner, he's just, like you said, he's hanging out in the corner. You can't get him the ball there. You got to get him at the high and the low post. There he is. You got to look for him. Meyer with it at the post, working on Terran. And that's a throwaway. Mistake by Meyer there as Hill will take over. Turnovers and second chance points have been the key here. Hill in control of both those categories. Braha with it.
It seems that Eitan Crown now is in a 2-1-2 defense. After Hillel was exploiting the high post, they finally adjusted. We'll see how Hillel now plays their offense. A deep three by Braha.
Three. No good. That was way too far. That was Zevi salmon range. It's up the floor comes Michigan. It's Meyer. Meyer will drive. He's wide open. Layup is good. There's a bucket there for Ida Crown. They cut the lead to 11 with 6:30 left to go in this third quarter.
They're now in a high 1-3-1. Let's see if Hillel can handle their pressure, if they're going to start turning the ball over.
There they go. That's good defense. Ida Crown back in it. Fans are in it. We'd like to thank Dougie's for being a proud Max Live sponsor for the best barbecue grill in Teaneck. Make your way to Dougie's. Go to dougiesbarbecue.com to order. The link is in the description of this video. Well with it. Inside, it's Oakner. Finally moved him to the post. And poked away. I think that's off the leg of, well, and Hillel takes over. Another turnover by Ida Crown. They've been plagued by these turnovers. Epstein will take it over the line. Kicks it to Braha on the right side. He's going to be trapped. Open. That's wide open. Shot won't go, though. Rebounded by Kamra.
Both teams struggling from behind the three-point line.
Well with it. Guarded by Casson. Gives it over in the side. Stolen away by Braha. But Oakner picks it up and puts it back in, and the lead's cut to 9. Solid 4-0 run for Ida Crown to start the half. They got to pick up the pace.
It gets the crowd into it. What more can you ask for? Building the momentum. Another great stop right there.
Yeah, Terran had a good drive. I thought he could have put that one in, but the defense was there for the stop. It's Oakner. It's working on Segura. Spins. Kicks it outside. Michigan. Now it's stolen away by Segura to Braha.
Good aggressive defense there.
Yeah. Left side, Epstein. Cutting in. Wide open under the hoop. Too easy. Joey Casson puts it in. Timeout. Aces. And we'll head to commercial break.
Camp Seneca Lake, the premier Jewish sports camp in the tri-state area. We place a major emphasis not only on competitive sports within our campus walls, but also have our boys and girls participate in tournaments across many sports in all age groups against other camps. This season, we fielded 31 Wayne County teams, 9 tournament teams that competed outside against other camps. These games are a highlight of our campers and our staff alike.
Welcome back as Hillel hit an 11-point lead over Ida Crown. Ida Crown coach not so happy with the play of his team right now.
Yeah, Coach Rich, when we spoke to him before the game, said the key for his team is intensity. They play a long season, and he said they know what it's like to play long games. And like you said in the first half, the bigger court. But his team hasn't been as intense throughout this one. Hopefully they'll be able to pick it up to cut into this lead, as it's an 11-point lead for the Hillel Heat with 4:48 left to go in this third quarter.
Just a quick reminder to keep in mind, Oakner's playing with 3 fouls, the only one in foul trouble right now. If he gets a 4th, that's bad news for Ida Crown. So look for Hillel to attack him.
And stolen away, it's Braha again. He's all over. Epstein drives in. Layup is good. Too easy for the Hillel Heat. And Michigan will take it up the floor. For behind-the-scenes pictures and content you won't find anywhere else, be sure to follow Max Live on Twitter and Instagram. Poked away, and that one's off Ida Crown again. Another turnover. That's probably the biggest reason for this 13-point lead for the Hillel Heat. And if Hillel keeps it up, then they have a really good chance against Eula, assuming that's who they play in the next round. If they can finish this one up.
Yeah, as we spoke about, they played them close already once before, and the way they're playing today, they look like they're a top-tier team. Has a beautiful feed down low. Gives them a 15-point lead. This lead is just ballooning slowly and surely.
It was a 1-point game at the end of the first quarter, but this one's gotten out of hand kind of pretty quickly with 4 minutes left to go in this third quarter.
There's still 12 minutes of basketball. It's a lot of time, but Ida at some point is going to have to start hitting shots and playing tight defense, not giving Hillel an inch of space.
Oakner blocked. Braha, I think it was off him, and Ida Crown will keep it over here. Well, will inbound. finds Oakner to the corner. That's an open look. 3-ball, no good. Rebounded Segura. Epstein will take it up the floor for Hillel. He's picked up by Solly Robinson, sophomore guard. Braha with it, poked away. Oakner. There the two of them go, and Oakner, no good. Gets his own rebound. That one's good. And back to 13 is the lead for the Hillel Heat.
Good defense. Ida Crown has shown they can play tight defense. Let's see them start to pick it up. More aggressive man-to-man.
It's an open look from the corner, no good. Rebounded by Michigan. He'll give it over to Welp.
Great box out by Meyer. They're allowing his player to come and swoop it in.
Good poke away there by Casson. He's been all over also for the Hillel Heat. Now, layup was a little crazy, but he gets the rebound inside. Terran, he's fouled. He'll go to the line for 2.
Yeah, both teams playing strong defense. Been a lot of turnovers on both sides of the ball. And Hillel has capitalized a lot more than Ida Crown has been able to so far. Ida Crown has been relatively quiet on the offensive side since their 4-0 run to start the half. And you can hear it, this gym has gotten very quiet very quickly.
Yeah, first free throw was good. And second one is good as well. And up the floor comes Hillel Lennon. Inside it's Meyer, poked away again. Meyer pump fake, shot, no good. Rebounded by Oakner. There's some offensive rebounding. Layup, ooh, just rims out, so he'll head to the line for 2.
Oakner's up to 5 or 6 offensive rebounds. He's really making sure that the Aces don't fall out of this game, as there's still over 2.5 minutes left in this third quarter. It's not over yet.
First free throw from Oakner on the way. Good. We'd like to give a huge thank you to Lior Hode for his generous donation to Max Live in memory of Moish Kranzler. Moish was heavily involved in the Sarachek tournament when he worked in admissions. If you'd like to donate to Max Live and support the work that they do, visit maxlive.com/donate. Second free throw good as well. Lead back to 13 with 2:40 left to go in this third quarter. Hillel breaks the press pretty easily, and it's top of the key. Braha pump fakes, drives, the left-handed shot, no good. Rebound tipped out. Epstein inside, good pump fake, layup won't go. Another offensive rebound. Hillel all over the glass. That one from the elbow is good.
Third chance opportunity there. That's not what Ida's looking for right now. They got to box out better, secure the rebounds, and then push the ball.
2:15 left to go in the third quarter. Lennon inside Meyer. Left side, sloppy playing by Ida Crown. Another steal. Braha with it. Drives, and that one is going back the other way. Offensive foul on Eli Braha.
I think the key, as we've been speaking about a lot this game, is Ida Crown's much younger than Hillel. Even though they've had the Sarachek experience, having a younger team, they're seeing here that the younger team has been pressured and they've been causing more turnovers. The veteran presence makes a big part in basketball, especially in these postseason tournaments.
Well, we'll take it up the floor for Ida Crown. Gives it back to Robinson, the sophomore. Well, guarded by Epstein, kicks it left side. Inside Oakner, backing down. Oh, good look, but can't get it to go. Epstein will take it back down. And that one's back court, and Ida Crown. Good defense there.
In case you missed it last night, there was, to start the tournament off, there was a pickup game between MTA and a team from Israel, Amit. Amit came and they beat MTA by 20, and then we had a play-in game for the 10th seed between two Brooklyn teams of Flatbush and Mag, and it was a wire-to-wire game, but in the end, Mag and David came out with a 4-point lead, and they'll be playing next against North Shore.
Meyer inside, wide open. Could have put that one in, but heads to the line for 2, trailing by 15. Head coach Zvi Goldberg of the Hill, he has to be pleased with the way his team has played so far. Great defense, effective offense, especially in transition, as the first free throw is good. Second one on its way, good as well. So the lead now is 13 once again. Epstein will inbound to Braha. Here's the press from Ida Crown. Again, broken pretty easily by the Hillel Heat as Terran with it. Pump fake, deep triple from Braha on the way, no good. Rebounded by Well.
Yeah, Coach wasn't very happy. They're playing the basketball the right way, making the extra pass, getting to the basket, stifling defense, boxing out, getting boards. They're doing everything that a coach could ask for, putting intensity as well.
Oakner back to Meyer, blocked. And Epstein with another board. There it's Segura. Drive, that one's gonna be in travel. I thought it was gonna be an offensive foul, but travel first, as with just under a minute left. Hillel leads it by 13. Solly Robinson with it for the Ida Crown Aces. Gives it to Well, guarded by Braha. Swings it right side. That's a triple, no good. Again, another miss from deep. Here comes Epstein.
These teams really struggling from behind. I wonder if the three lines play effect mentally of confusing them of which line is the actual three-point line.
Definitely a possibility.
For all you fans out there, it's the first line, the closest line, the dark blue line, navy line. That's the line that high school plays with for the three-point line.
Kicks it to the corner. Terran back to Epstein. Open look. Pump fake. Pass inside. Gets through to Braha. He'll shot fake and take a shot and one. Eli Braha. That's what he's able to do. A shot creator and a shot maker even with contact.
Strong finish over there. Gives Heat a 13-point lead with 5 seconds left.
And he'll try and make it a 3-point play. And 3 seconds, Wells, half-court shot, no good. And it's a 14-point lead. He'll lead it. We'll head back in just a few moments after this commercial break.
For many decades, NCSY has provided the best summer ever for thousands of teenagers who have joined to take part in all of the great things the land of Israel has to offer. This summer will undoubtedly be the best summer ever, but also the most meaningful summer ever, as we join hands with our brothers and sisters in Israel in rebuilding and making Israel as great as it will be for all of us. These are most uncertain times, without a doubt. We do not know everything that tomorrow will bring. We are still mourning all that we saw yesterday and over the past few weeks and months. But of a few things we can be certain. We can be certain that Israel will rise again. We can be certain that now, more than ever, is the time to come to Israel and to join in the process of the building of this glorious state. Come join us this summer, now more than ever.
Get ready for fourth quarter action. Sarachek is here, Tier 1 qualifying day 1 here. Max Live is your home for the tournament. Watch games, news, stats, and more at maxlive.com. MACSLIVE.com for your home for the Red Sarachek tournament. Hillel Heat lead at 46-30.
Welcome back. In case anyone missed it, Eli Braha had a huge three-point play with 5 seconds left to balloon this lead to 13.
And the shot won't go. Fighting for the rebound. Intensity.
As Ishaki's trying to hype up the Ida Crown bench in the crowd to make some noise for them.
And there's good defense. Oakner easy too. Okay, let's see if they can get some energy to cut into this 16-point lead. There's the trap. Again, way too easy for Hillel. Down the floor, layup is good by Tobias. I think that's 6 for Tobias now. And Well with it. He leads by 16. Meyer, shot fake. There's the 3-ball. It's Faki, no good. Rebounded by Epstein. He's been big on the boards for Hill.
It seems whenever Ida tries to make a run, that's an offensive foul right there. Whenever Ida Crown tries to make a run and get the fans back into it, Hillel's always there to break a pressure, hit a big shot to silence the crowd.
that full court press was really effective for Ida Crown in the first few minutes of the first quarter. But since then, Hillel has broken it really easily throughout this one.
Yeah, great adjustment by the coaching staff of Z. Goldberger, by Gary Beitler, and by Erwin Sutton.
To the high post, it's Meyer. He'll find no one. It's stolen by Braha. Jump ball. And it's staying this way for Ida Crown. 7 minutes left to go here. 16-point lead. He'll lead at 48-32. Well will inbound under the hoop. And he'll find Oakner. And no offensive foul there called, but swings it right side. It's hockey ball fake to Meyer. Meyer open and top. No good on the three. Another rebound. Eli Braha. They just rely on him and let him go to work.
That's Oakner's fourth personal, if they call it on him. They do.
Yeah, it's 4. You gotta be careful. He's gonna be out of here if he stays intense. And there's still 6:45. Some time to try and cut into this lead. But they gotta play near perfection.
Ref made a nice gesture over there to the Ida Crown bench, giving a reminder to the coach that he has 4.
And foul called on Tzchaki. And they're jawing a little bit. And oh boy. Oh, that's not good. Casson and it's Tzchaki getting into a little bit. And Ida Crown fans loving it, even though they trail by 16. Surprised, I guess, a little bit that there's no tech called as Prowl takes it. All right, getting a little chippy here. Foul called on number 33, Aiden Michigan.
That's his 3rd.
Yeah, Ida Crown getting into a little bit of foul trouble here. Prowl with it, 16-point lead.
It's good to see their aggression, though, knowing they're down 16 with the clock starting to run out, to see that extra pressure on the ball, trying to create more turnovers.
Staying intense, staying in it inside. Terran, play it won't go, gets his own rebound. That one's good. 18-point lead. Now for the Hill Heat, it's well up the floor. There's Oakner. He'll try a triple for the first time, I think. No good, rebounded. Comes out to Terran. He'll take it down 1-on-5 and taken away. Probably not the best idea to take it down the coast-to-coast 1-on-5 as well drives. Shot won't go.
Yes.
Rebounded again by Terran.
Stop your play. You're up 18. Use the clock. You have 35 seconds to create a good shot. No need to force anything.
As Epstein driving down the floor, wide open under the hoop. Pass in, easy layup. 20-point lead now for the Hill Heat. 5:45 left to go in this one. Timeout, Ida Crown. And we'll come back soon after a moment. Commercial break.
Basketball at Camp Seneca Lake is like no other. From the leagues to the trainings and the travel teams, our basketball program has continued to show growth year after year. Our coaches take pride in molding our athletes into young, disciplined adults on and off the court, while also sharpening their skills to take their game to the next level.
So we're looking here at a replay. It's hockey getting intense, and Casson didn't really like it, getting a little chippy, but Ida Crown still not able to cut into the lead. Since it got to that 11-13 mark, they haven't been able to get into it much. Come on into Golan Heights for the best authentic Israeli food and more, located just steps away on campus. Shawarma, schnitzel, poppers, to name a few of Golan Heights' delicious items. Be sure to stop into Golan.
Yeah, it's been very interesting. Hillel's really been doing a good job at beating Ida's aggressive defense, getting the ball inside and playing from there. Both teams haven't shot the ball so well from deep, so Hillel really took advantage of that and playing inside. Ida's been shooting more threes. It sadly hasn't been working for them, as they're now down 20 with 5:45 left to go. They're needing a quick hot run to get themselves back into it, or it looks like they might be going to the tier 2.
And up the floor, it's Judah Well. 5:35 left to go in this one, 20-point lead, and that one is flop, I think was called. I believe the Ida Crown fans are getting into it more here in the second half, but it might be a little bit too late, as this 20-point lead is going to be probably a little too much to cut into with 5.5 minutes left to go.
Yeah, this game's getting very chippy very quickly. Refs are doing a good job, though, of keeping the game under control, not letting it get out of hand.
Left side, it's Well. Back to the top. Poked away by Casson, but regained. 3-ball from Well. Again, no good. Ida Crown just can't knock in the 3-ball. And it's Epstein with it. Just over 5 minutes left to go. Be sure to tune in after the game ends for the post-game interview as Braha nails a triple.
I think that's his first 3 since the first half.
His first 3, making it a 23-point lead as Oakner opened up under the hoop. Layup is good. 21-point lead now. 4:50 left to go in the game. Casson going coast to coast all by himself. Tobias to Terran. Terran back to Tobias. Tobias wide open. I think they're just going to try and go into this clock, let it wind down as much as they can here with just over 4.5 minutes left to go.
As you were talking about earlier, Jared, the winner of this game, nice 3 by Braha.
Interrupt you there with that shot. 24-point lead.
So the winner of this game will be playing the winner of the EULA versus Mesivta game later on today. As we mentioned earlier, the Braha and the Heat lost in a close game in the Memphis tournament to EULA. So
I think it was an overtime game, 66-64 in the semifinals of that tournament.
Oh, Braha's on fire right now. 3 straight triples. Oh, wow.
Yeah, if he shoots like that, the EULA Panthers are on upset watch.
Oakner tries to silence him with a dunk, but gets fouled.
He's fouled on the way
Let's take a minute to appreciate Braha. 3 straight 3-pointers, really making this game now a 27-point game. He's getting hot. EULA, beware tomorrow night if you guys beat Mesivta.
Oakner at the line for 2. First one, no good. Next game up is North Shore against the winner of the play-in game, the Mag and David Warriors. That should be a good one. Those two teams pretty familiar with each other. That one will start at 11:30. As the second free throw is good, 26-point lead for the Hillel Heat. And all the way down, that's
good pump fake on the layup.
Max Rishti, junior guard, getting some minutes here late. Well, pass is stolen away. And that layup is no good. Foul was called. Epstein will head to the line for 2.
Braha's 3-pointers really took the Ida Crown players out of this game. They look tired. They look like this college court has gotten the better of them. But they still have a chance for Tier 2.
Yeah. I think what hurt Ida Crown is just not getting their best player, Oakner, involved in as much as they should have.
100%. He's been stuck in the corner a lot of the game. I don't know if that was game plan or I don't know if that was great defense by Hillel. Whatever the case may be, they did a good job at shutting him down and limiting his touches and opportunities.
Yeah. Free throw from Epstein is good. Lead now extends to 30 after a 1-point game at the end of the first quarter. Got pretty ugly relatively quickly in that second quarter. And then Hill just not stepped off the gas pedal. Travel called on Comrub. And checking in is Elliot Dweck for the Hill Heat. And it's Rishti.
Hill's got a chip on their shoulder to try and...
Good defense by Robinson. Robinson takes it in. Layup is good.
Hill's got a chip on their shoulder after losing to North Shore in a really close battle. They're trying to show that they're a better team and that they really can make a deep run in this tournament.
Good double there by Ida Crown. And timeout was called by Coach Zvi Goldberg of the Hillel Heat. Just over 3 minutes left to go. We'll head to commercial break. triple. I think he's hit his last 4 3-pointers. He's exploded in this fourth quarter.
Yeah, if Ida had a chance coming into the quarter, Braha's 4 threes really put them out of it.
And that shot is no good, rebounded out of bounds.
He's showing what a true leader does. Even when they're winning by 15, 16, his foot's still on the pedal. He's still working hard. As
and
now
he checks out.
He's out. A wonderful performance from Braha, doing everything well, working really hard player, putting effort all the way to the end. That's what strong leaders do.
Robinson in the corner kicks it top of the key. It's Meyer. Back to Robinson. He'll try a triple. Just out. Rebounded Ida Crown. No good. Foul called. Heading to the line. It's Eitan, Michigan. We'd like to thank all of our sponsors. If you'd like to become a Max Live sponsor, email us at yumaxlive@gmail.com or DM us on Instagram or Twitter. Once again, in just a few moments, we'll have our post-game interview with Hillel star Eli Braha. This one is just about over. 31-point lead, 68-37. Hillel Heat on top. We'd like to give a huge thank you to our whole Max Live team. Thank you, everyone who worked on the game. Executive Director Eitan Traurig, Executive Producer Zevi Pancer, Associate Director Jared Lazarus, Associate Producer Yosef Silver, Camera Operators Kobe Narani, Moshe Lab, David Samson, and Dovid Raviv. Tex Ops, Ari Bluth, Stats, Peter Osen, and Yoav Oselka. 2:29 left to go, 31-point lead for Hillel. This one's just about over. Ida Crown giving a last effort on defense as they get that steal.
I like to see the effort from these players who don't usually play all the time. Put in some effort, show the coach that you should get on the court next season or later on in this tournament.
Right side, that shot, no good, rebounded. And Hill up the floor to Rishdi. That's going to be not backcourt. They said it was tipped. Inside, that shot no good, rebounded. Right side, 3-ball, Rishdi, no good, rebounded. Hillel way too powerful on the rebounds throughout this whole game, and especially late in the second half. And I think subs before the inbound. Both teams will empty out the bench a little bit. Get some guys some playing time, as this one is a 33-point lead for Hillel. Like we said, it was really tight at the end of the first quarter, 1-point game, and then Hillel, he just stepped on the gas and not let go. Bursting with it. Swings right side. Top of the key, now left side. That 3-ball, no good. Ida Crown just can't knock in the 3-ball at all today. Left side, 1:20 left to go. Burst in, left side, to the post. Good defense by Hillel, taken away. It's number 10, Charles Cohen. And that one's thrown away and out of bounds. And Ida Crown will take possession with 1:07 left to go.
As we're down with about 1 minute left to go, for all you fans out there, tune in next game as we have number 7 North Shore taking on number 10 play-in winner Mag and David in a rematch of Yeshiva League matchup.
And that's a turnover again by Ida Crown. That was a misstep for them very early on. In the first quarter, we saw signs of them being way too not careful with the ball. Just over a minute left to go. 33-point lead for the Hillel Heat. Again, stay tuned for our post-game interview as that pass gets through and thrown out of bounds.
These Ida Crown players not giving up, strong defense, still pressing, still pressuring the ball. I'd like to see that. As there's now 50 seconds left. As Dylan Tromali throws the ball in. Danny Nallel from deep hits the three-pointer. Nice shot. As it's now a 36-point game.
I think the Max Live panel thought this one would be tight. I think they got that one wrong a little bit. This one just winding down, just under 30 seconds to go. 36-point game. Shot clock is off. That three ball way off. Layup won't go as well. And Hill should just dribble this one out probably. And that should do it. 15 seconds left. Great job by the Hill Heat. Way to play. And stay tuned for our interview with star guard of the Hill Heat, Eli Braha. He'll be stepping by with Aaron Reese after this one for our post-game interview in just a moment after teams shake hands. As we head to commercial break.
Story with French fries.
Rules of glass utensils.
What's the story with going to non-kosher sushi restaurant?
I use a dairy blender to make a parve cake to serve at a meat meal.
And we'll send it down to our sideline reporter, Aaron Reese, who's with star of the game, Eli Braha.
All right, we're here with the star of the game, Eli Braha. You guys took a commanding 70-37 win today. How do you feel about your team's performance today?
I felt great. We haven't played a game in maybe 3-4 weeks, so it's good to get back on the court and play together as a team once again as our final time as a team. And it was just, we were together like never ever.
Yeah, so you guys are going to go on to play the winner of the Eula versus Mesivta Mustangs game. What are you looking forward to in that game?
A rematch versus Eula. We lost them in overtime in Memphis in semifinals.
Yeah. Any shout-outs you want to give?
My whole team, every single one. They're coming out every single night to practice and helping us win.
All right, thank you.
Thanks, Aaron. And this one got out of hand pretty quickly after the first quarter. What do you think made it difference for the Hill Heat, Zach?
Yeah, I think Hillel really played the inside game well. They broke Ida's press. They played stifling defense, second chance points. The fundamentals of basketball, that's what it comes down to. After, as star Braha mentioned, they haven't played a game in a few weeks. They'll be able to just get back to what the basics, do what they're good at, what brought them to the Yeshiva League playoffs. And they did it well. Quick shout out to the panel. They all had it within a 10-point game. Sorry, guys. Don't want to call you guys out, but you know who you are.
Yeah.
Thank you, Jared. It was a pleasure calling with you.
You too, Zach. Really appreciate it. Ewell Panthers, who are likely to win the 116 game. Look out. Hill Heat on fire. This one got out of hand. Hill Heat on top. And just 15 minutes out of Mag and David versus North Shore. Thanks for stopping by.